Imagine this, a luxury high-rise hotel in the center of Oslo. A woman in black, stylish, calm, no luggage in her hands. She walks up to the reception desk, gives a fake name, no ID, and 3 days later she's found dead in her locked room with a gun in her hand. To this day, nobody knows who she really was, no passport, no wallet, no family, no friends, just a made-up name. Jennifer Fairgate. This is the story of the Oslo Plaza Woman, one of Europe's strangest unsolved mysteries. Follow if you like true stories that feel like spy movies. It's May 31st, 1995. A young woman arrives at the Oslo Plaza Hotel, today known as the Radisson Blu Plaza, one of the tallest and nicest hotels in Norway. She's dressed in black, looks confident, and speaks good English and German. At the front desk, she signs the registration card as Jennifer Fairgate, sometimes written as Fergate. She says she's 21 years old and gives an address in a small town in Belgium. The hotel clerk also notes a second guest, Lois Fairgate, possibly the dark-haired man standing near her. The reservation is for 2 people, but no one ever officially checks in as Lois, and no one ever sees him clearly again. Here's the first strange detail. The hotel does not ask for a passport. They don't take a credit card. They just give her room 2805 on the 28th floor. For a big international hotel, that's already unusual. Over the next days, her key card is used a few times. Staff see her once or twice, always quiet, always polite. The room is strangely tidy, almost as if no one is really staying there. On June 2nd, Jennifer extends her stay until Sunday. She still doesn't give a credit card or ID. The front desk just updates her booking. That evening, she orders room service, a simple plate of food. The server remembers her because she gives an unusually big tip. After that, something changes. A do not disturb sign appears on her door. It stays there for almost 2 days. The hotel sends messages to her room through the TV system, asking her to contact the front desk about payment. Someone in the room clicks OK on those messages, but never calls reception. On the evening of June 3rd, around 7-8 p.m., security is sent up to room 2805 to finally sort out the bill. A guard walks down the long, quiet corridor. He stops in front of the door of 2805. He raises his hand to knock, and at that moment, he hears a single gunshot from inside the room. He freezes. Instead of opening the door, he goes back down to get the head of security. When they return and finally enter the room, about 10-15 minutes have passed. The scene inside looks like something from a movie. The woman known as Jennifer is lying on the bed. On her back, there's a bullet wound in her forehead. On her chest, her right hand is holding a 9mm pistol. Second, the crime scene. There are 2 spent cartridges in the room. One bullet appears to have gone through a pillow and into the mattress or floor. The pillow was then flipped and placed under her head for the final shot. Why would someone test fire a gun, then calmly lie back down and shoot themselves? Third, her hand. The way she's holding the gun looks strange to some experts, not like a natural position after a shot. Even more confusing, tests on her hands reportedly show no clear traces of gunshot residue or blood spray, which you would expect if she pulled the trigger herself. Fourth, her belongings. In the room, police find a few items of clothing, mostly black and fairly expensive. A high-quality diver's watch linked to professional or military use. A small travel bag with underwear and tops. A nearly empty bottle of men's cologne. A briefcase with ammunition, but there's no passport, no wallet, no ID, no keys, no toothbrush, no makeup bag, and almost all the labels have been cut out of her clothes. It's like someone carefully erased every clue to her identity. On the desk, they even find a plastic newspaper bag addressed to another room on the same floor with an unidentified fingerprint on it, but that print never matches anyone in the databases. The hotel door is double locked from the inside. Both key cards are in the room. There are no signs of a fight, no obvious struggle. Police quickly lean toward one explanation: suicide. But then the details start to get weird. First, the gun. It's a Browning 9mm pistol. The serial number has been partially removed so it can't be easily traced. In her briefcase, police find about 25 extra bullets, plus more already in the magazine. That's a lot of ammunition for someone just planning to end their life. The woman is examined by pathologists. They estimate she's probably in her mid-20s to early 30s, not 21 as she wrote. She has blue eyes, short dark hair, likely dyed, and no tattoos or big scars. Her dental work is very good, the kind often seen in countries like Germany, Switzerland, or the U.S. Interpol runs her fingerprints. Nothing. No missing person reports match her face. No one comes forward to say, "That's my daughter, my friend, my sister." So the police bury her in an anonymous grave in Oslo. Years later, in 2016, the body is exhumed. Scientists take samples from her teeth and bones. Using isotope analysis and updated DNA methods, they conclude she was likely of European origin and probably grew up in or near Germany. Her estimated birth year is around 1971, which would make her about 24 at the time of death. Even with this new science, her real name is still unknown. So what actually happened in room 2805? Let's go through the 3 main theories. 1. Suicide. This is the official conclusion of the Norwegian police. The door was locked from the inside. Only her fingerprints were found on the gun and ammunition. There were no signs of a fight. From this point of view, it looks like she checked in under a fake identity to die somewhere far from home. But there are problems. Why remove clothing labels and carry so little personal stuff? Why buy or bring a gun with the serial number scraped off? Why keep a briefcase full of extra bullets? And why is there little or no gunshot residue on her hands? For many people, the suicide theory feels incomplete. 2. Murder, staged as suicide. The second theory is that she was killed and the scene was faked. Maybe she was meeting someone in the hotel, a partner, a criminal contact, someone she knew. They could have shot her, wiped their prints, placed the gun in her hand, and left before security came back. Supporters of this theory point at the strange gun position, the extra ammunition, the missing ID and removed labels, the guard hearing a shot, then leaving the door unattended for minutes. 3. Espionage, the spy theory. The most dramatic theory is that Jennifer Fairgate was some kind of intelligence operative, a spy. Here's what makes people think that. She used a false name and address. She checked into a big international hotel known for hosting political and business meetings. Many labels were removed from her clothes, a trick sometimes linked to intelligence work. She wore a specialist diver's watch often associated with military or professional use. The gun's serial number was damaged, making it harder to trace. Some former intelligence officers have publicly said that parts of this case feel like a botched operation. Maybe something went wrong and someone higher up decided to clean up the mess, but there is no hard proof of this. No leaked documents, no confirmed agency link, no whistleblower. It remains just a theory, compelling but unproven. If someone was already inside the room when the guard first knocked, they might have had time to escape before security returned. But again, there's a problem. No trace of another person has ever been found. No DNA, no fingerprints, nothing in the hotel system. Almost 30 years later, the woman who called herself Jennifer Fairgate is still a ghost. No identity, no clear motive, no confirmed cause, suicide, murder, or something in between. Just one locked hotel room in Oslo, and a question that refuses to die. Who was she? If you want more real stories like this, mysteries, true crime, and unbelievable real events, don't forget to subscribe and share this video.